Well, hello, gang. Yeah, the video I promised about how I was going to talk about how Fnaf can work as a TV series. Well, I decided that video wouldn't work. Since I feel like it would involve too many outside factors. I feel like it'd be too boring a video, and I know no one watches this stuff anyways. So, you know what? Fuck it. We're going podcast format so I can get my idea out. Maybe I'll edit it later. Probably not, though. Because nobody else watches this shit. Why the fuck should I bother working on it? After that spite-fueled intro, let's go. Well, the news the Fnaf movie is still somehow in the works. No idea if Scott's involved or not. But see, basically, originally, the Fnaf movie had multiple scripts. Yeah, you heard me. Multiple scrapped screenplays. Here we have a few. A couple of teenagers breaking into Freddy Fazbear's Pizza with a government lab in the end. One about a girl named Charlie trying to find a lost toy in the Freddy Fazbear's. In my opinion, the best script. One of them to adapt the Silver Eyes, one about a pawn shop, and another one about Cassidy's nuts. Anyways, originally, the Fnaf movie script that was going to be used around 2015 or 16 was the Mike script. Now, a lot of people assume it's about Michael Afton or the guy from... Now, why? Well, simple. Because I think that could keep everybody... I feel like it keeps everyone happy. I saw a franchise. Now, two very distinct storylines. One starring Mike Schmidt, as he attempts to survive in the pizzeria, and another one surrounding the police. Just like the Saw franchise. Now, why? Well, simple. Because I think that could keep everybody... I feel like it keeps everyone happy. Both general moviegoers and Fnaf fans. As it would feel like, admit it, no one would want to talk about no one wants to see a film about a guy who just sits down in front of a desk for hours. Besides, there are a movie about that. It's called Office Space. And of course, William Afton would be involved. Not as in the entire thing about him, but more like he would play a pivotal role in the story as an antagonist. Now, I'm going to split this into the knights themselves, as I feel like, now just to be clear, when I say nights, the police segment is taking place during night 5. However, I won't say how things go until I put them together. The intro to the first game is very simple. First film is very simple. We see Mike Schmidt, an Asian man. Yes, we're making Mike Schmidt an Asian. Why is he an Asian? Simple. Just to get into people's dumb skulls that Michael Afton isn't Mike Schmidt. Also, the eye color discrepancy. See? And thus, the first part is simple. We see how Mike feels like he's disliked by his family. Persecution delusion. Since that takes place in the 90s, medication wasn't that good. So for all he knows, what he thinks is actually true. So he takes the deliberately dangerous job to try to prove himself to his family. His father was in the war. Which war? I won't say what war. Yep, the war. Maybe if he gets injured, he can get some, war scars. Some scars to tell like a war story. And more or less, the first night the only people active would, we get the phone guy call and all that. but we would get, Bonnie and Chica.
Meant 1980s, not like 90s. Big error on my part. My bad.
Attacking. Not Foxy, though. I would save Foxy and Freddy for the next couple nights. Meanwhile, while he's avoiding them, we see flashes of two police officers. Their names, Cece and Shrek. Now, why these names? There's layers. Trust me. Now, they nearly see a fat kid, whose name is Vincent, if you know, you know, nearly being kidnapped by a very portly figure. Now, this is where William Afton appears. Yeah, he appears that early. Now, I'd have him, now time for a description, since, not like me bothering to edit this. But I imagine him, I imagine William in the games, at least, that he's not as lean as everybody else thinks he is. Because he's either extremely lean or skinny, or like a straight-up Peter Griffin. I'd probably pick it as physically looks more like Dr. Octopus than anyone else. Very, pudgy guy, but not obese, but, a bit pudgy and all that. Anyways, this kid nearly gets abducted by William Afton, which is pretty bad. So the cops end up going after him. Problem is, he ends up wiggling out of the way. Maybe he goes through a vent. Well, not really an event. Maybe he goes into a homeless encampment and whatnot. The point is, now our police have a goal. Stop William. Well, at least they don't know it's William. And the audience shouldn't know either. For all they know, it could just be some random child kidnapper. And I feel like that's good. What the hell? Anyways, more or less, and as Mike ends the first night, I'd have phone guy say a very ominous line, saying, I would also have all the phone calls. I would have it be confusing, like, are these phone calls live or are they pre-recorded? Basically, he says, before the night begins, phone guy says, hey, you might wanna, just don't try and exit the office, please. Some of the guys used to bring their pistols here. Trying to look macho, I guess. Bit of a problem was, they tried shooting at the robots. And, if it didn't hit metal, it didn't go through the costume, it hit the metal. The guards aren't allowed to have guns anymore after that. Just to show that bullets are probably futile against the robots. And that's all I have for today. If you want a sequel, tackling nights 2 through 6, you are happily obliged. You are obliged to watch. I'm taking this new auditory style of content since clearly nobody cares to watch these videos. Maybe they'll listen to them. So anyways, see you, superstars.
Oh yeah, about the poster thingy. Give me a sec. I sent to you the stupid poster. Yep, Yep, I would definitely. I had the choice. I'd definitely cast Alfred Molina as William Afton. Yeah, this is the only visuals you're getting. Hopefully, I'll make nights 2 through 5. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe it'd be nice for you guys to actually give me feedback of some kind instead of just sitting there like a bunch of assholes. See you guys.